So what we're going to be talking about today is kind of getting down these rhythmic kind of practices in the Louis Bellson reading text in 4/4 book. So here's the first line where we're taking an eighth note rest and we're moving it through the different beats. So it's going to start on beat 1, meaning that you're not actually going to play on beat 1. That's kind of the weird thing that it starts with. And then you're going to move it in the second measure to beat 2, and then in the third measure to beat 3. And so on and so forth, however many measures you kind of go to. Although I guess that's kind of all you can really do in 4/4. Here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to choose just any old note. I'll choose the open E string up here at the top. Me not used to playing 5 strings now is going to be sort of confused on this, but it'll be okay. So let me set up a metronome as well real quick, and then we will be set. So the metronome marking that I'm going to use is going to be probably, yeah, like 75. So that way we kind of get something that grooves and isn't terribly slow. So 1, 2, rest on 1. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And the second measure. 2 and 3, 4. Third measure. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And cool. So that was me playing through it to kind of give you the sound of it. But what you're going to eventually want to try to do is count and keep track of the measures as you're counting. That's why I was like, first measure. And then when we get to the next one, second measure. Because saying that is also going to really solidify where the rest is supposed to be, because it follows the number of measure. That's where the beat is that you're going to be resting, if that makes sense. Like first measure, the rest is on beat 1. Second measure, it's on beat 2. Third measure, it's on beat 3. And then in the last measure, it's on beat 4. And that's kind of the strangest one. So here it is again. Let me put this metronome a little closer. Hopefully it comes out in the video. And so this is what it sounds like. And 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And kind of like that. So what we were kind of getting into there is that the rest moves from the first beat to the second beat, then the third beat, and fourth beat, but only after you've played through each measure. So in the first one, the hardest part about it is that you're not going to play on beat